All right, race number 7, Catching Drama. Nice win there for Lewis Stokes and Cynthia Morel. As we move on to race number 8 on the card, this one offers another opportunity at a pick 4 on the Stall Wilson Turf Course, and bringing different people on the show here today, people behind the scenes here at Fairgrounds. And when we have fans come in from out of town, I'd like to spotlight them as well. We've got Tony Shireman joining me on the set here. Tony, lifelong racing fan, and you're here with your family from Indiana, correct?
Yeah. Our local track would be Churchill. That's where we go the most.
Yeah.
Spend some time at Keeneland, but we like to travel around for Derby preps and Breeders' Cup, stuff like that.
And what about your experience here in New Orleans at Fairgrounds? Is this a regular trip for you guys?
No, it's our first time. But
it's your first time here?
For the Louisiana Derby,
okay,
for me.
Cool.
Some of my family members have come before, but it's first for me, but we definitely want to come back. It's been amazing so far.
Now, you love the game. We've been talking a little bit of handicapping before we came on. Everybody's got a story about how they got interested in horse racing, and for you, it's become a hobby. Like, how did you get interested?
So my family raced harness horses before I was born. They quit the year I was born, so they've all been lifelong fans, just grew up around it, and really started going to the track with my dad when I was young. So it's just something that stuck, man. We love it.
Now, you like the horse racing aspect of it, but you also like the wagering.
Yeah, and the social of it. Just getting the whole family together and going makes it the best, just getting everybody together.
Okay, cool. We're going to put you to work here, Tony. We've got the Kevin Kilroy selections on the screen. We're going to put yours up as well. He's got Salvaje on top. Co-2-1 favorite, and this is a 5.5 furlong sprint. Cherie DeVoe, Brian Hernandez Jr., a formidable team, coming off a win, but that was way back in April of last year at Keeneland. Cherie always sends her horses ready off of the layoff, but again, we haven't seen this horse in quite some time. When you're handicapping, are these the kind of horses you want to try to avoid, or do you take it as a case-by-case basis?
Case by case. With this one, I really liked that race. He got trapped and boxed in real bad at the top of the stretch, and I don't know how BJ got him through, but I think he would have won real easy that day had they got through.
Your second pick up there at odds of 2-1. You're going with Perfect Happiness on top, 4-1. Chris Hartman, a trainer that's been on fire the entire season at Oaklawn. He's done very well with his horses here at Fairgrounds. And this is a versatile horse. She runs well on dirt. She runs well on turf. What made you give her the nod in this race?
I just like the clash drop and more recency than Salvaje. So I like that she's raced already and just the clash drop in general.
When you go into a race, visualizing how the race is going to set up from a pace perspective, class, like what are some of the angles that you lean on?
So here on the dirt, I've been betting a lot of the speed horses. It seems like it's favoring there a little bit to me. So, but with the turf and it being a turf sprint, I want somebody forwardly placed, and I think she's got a real shot of making the lead. That combined with how she ran 3 back, I think she can run away from these.
Third pick is Misty Day, so this is a 13-1 shot that you've got picked in third. You look at the race, you handicap it, and you say to yourself, these are the horses I like, but then you have to decide how you want to attack the race from a betting perspective. Are you more interested in the win end at 13-1, or do you really like your other 2 horses so much better that maybe you're going to be playing around with exactas and tries?
With 5.5, I'm more of a horizontal bettor, so with 5.5 turf races, I like to spread a little bit, and right here, you can't leave Raylu off a ticket, man. It'll bite you if you do, and I looked back in some of his past performances here, and he lost to a horse that's going to be running in one of the stakes races, Bailout, and I like Bailout in that race. I said, well, how can I not use Misty Day here? So I really think she has a chance as well. Raylu will get it done.
Are you alive in anything going into this race?
Nah, man, I didn't have the 5 last race.
So you got a pick 4 opportunity in this race, is that correct? So
yeah, I'm going to run to the window when we're done here.
Okay, cool. So what are you thinking as far as how many you're going to use in this race?
I'll use those 3, and I'll also add the 9. Fauchet's just on fire, man, so I got to use him.
So Rose Palace has won 2 in a row. She's done it very nicely. Both of those wins have come on the dirt. She's going to be forward. She's in the best form of her career. And like you said, Ron's on fire. Your dad trained? Is that what you said at some point?
He was the driver. My grandpa
was the
driver,
trainer. Okay.
Yeah, they were harness horses.
So, but in watching even back then or now, do you look for barns that, are warming up or are currently hot and make sure you include those?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's nobody hotter than Fauchet and Raylu right now, so you got to get them both on there.
up there at odds of 6-1 in this turf sprint. Anybody else you want to mention in this race? How do you think it's going to play out tactically? Do you see an honest pace up front, or do you see maybe an opportunity for someone to go out there and steal it?
I think the 6 might get away with it here, but I think that Faucher's going to send the 9 as well. So hoping that one of them gets out there alone. If one of them ends up being alone, I think it'll be between them two.
All right, Tony, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day at Fairgrounds. Best of luck. There's a wagering window. If you go out that door to your left and walk about 8 feet, you can get that pick 4 wager done, all right?
You'll find me there.
All right, man, thanks.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate you. Tony Shireman, everybody, a racing fan that came here with his family from Indiana. He's joining the races here at the Fairgrounds. 7 minutes to post time, race number 8. Good luck.